In this video, we're looking to find the axis of symmetry. We're going to sketch this parabola, and then we're going to describe its domain and range. The axis of symmetry lies on the vertex. It passes through the vertex. If I draw our basic parabola, like this, here's my axis of symmetry, passing directly through my vertex. So, what's the vertex? The vertex here is at, let's make that look like a V. Let's make that serif a little smaller. There we go. The vertex is at 2, 3. So my axis is x equals 2, that vertical line. Cool. Let's sketch this. My vertex is at 2, 3. 2, 3. Here's my axis of symmetry. Do I need some points? Probably, but I'm going to guess that if I take a look at f of 3, I'm going to get 3 minus 2 squared plus 3. That's 1 plus 3. That's 4. So I could mark that. And since this is the axis of symmetry, I know there's going to be a symmetric marking over there. And f of 4, I'm guessing, is going to be, so an increase of 2 will make it 4 higher. So I'm guessing it'll be 7 and off our scale, but let's check and confirm. F of 4 is equal to 4 minus 2 squared plus 3. That's 2 squared plus 3, which is 7. Yeah, f of 4 is 7. Then that's off our scale. But now we know, how tall to make it. It should be 7 up here somewhere, and then over here at 0. It should also be at 7, so up there somewhere. Okay, and now let's just go ahead and sketch this. We're going to have a nice flat curve here. It's going to come up, and I'm going to be aiming for that spot. Great. Flat curve's going to come up, and I'm going to be aiming for that spot. Great. And I guess all that's left now is to find the domain and range. The domain for this, as a polynomial, the domain is all real numbers. So negative infinity to infinity, or simply r. And then the range, see, this r is different than that r. The range, well, the lowest point it hits right here is at 3. So that's 3, and then it doesn't end. This just goes up as high as it can. So 3 infinity, closed. Great. Let's do another one. Axis of symmetry, sketch and find the domain and range of this parabola. G of x is equal to 3x squared minus 2x minus 4. Now, for the axis of symmetry, we could complete the square, or we could just use the axis formula. Minus b over 2a minus a negative 2 over 2 times 3. So that's 2 over 6, or 1/3. That's our value of x. And if I'm going to be graphing this, I could maybe try to find the zeros of it. So minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So that's 1/3 plus or minus b negative 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times the negative 4 all over ac is 6. So 1/3 plus or minus 4. So that's going to be 1648 over 6. So that's 1/3 plus or minus the square root of 52 over 6. Oof, 52. 52 is 2 times 26, so 4 times 13, so 2 square roots of 13. 1/3 plus or minus 2 square roots of 13 over 6, or 1/3 plus or minus the square root of 13 over 3. And you know what? I'm going to call in for backup here. Calculator. Give me the square root of 13 and then divide it by 3. 1.2. So this is about 1.5 and then negative 0.9, right? Plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1 divided by 3. And I'm going to do it twice. Get me back to the start. Yeah, negative 0.9. Cool. That's pretty good. But I think I want some points too. I'm going to do g of 0 is -4. That's good. And we've got these numbers. I want g of 2. Let's see if that's not too high. G of 2 should be 3 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2 minus 4. So that's 12 minus 8 minus 4, or minus 4 minus 4. So that's 4. Cool. So g of 0 is -4. G of 2 is 4. We've got some points. We know where the axis of symmetry is. We've got the domain. We're going to work on the domain and the range. So we said g of 0 is -4, so 0, -4. That's a good place to start. I said g of 2 was 4, so 2 is at 4. That's also good. Our axis of symmetry is at 1/3, and we didn't find that value. Oh, let's go back. G of 1/3, it's annoying, but 3 times 1/3 squared minus 2 times 1/3 minus 4. That's 3 times 1/9 minus 2/3 minus 12/3. 1/3 minus 2/3 minus 12/3. I get 13/3, which is, well, negative 13/3. Negative 4 1/3. So negative 4 1/3. Oh, hey, right there. That's our vertex right here. Cool. There's our vertex. And that means our axis of symmetry here at 1/3. Yeah, it looks about 1/3. Cool. There's our vertex. So that means over here, go 1/3 this side. Dot there. That's 2/3 and 1 and 2/3. So there's one, and there's another 2/3 right there. There's our other symmetric point. And we found the zeros were at 1.5, was it? And -0.9. So about like that. All right, I think this looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's sketch this thing. Oof. Sometimes these sketches are better than others. Oh, and domain and range. Domain is, again, all real numbers, -infinity to +infinity. And our range here is going to go from -4 1/3, so -13/3 on upward. That's our range. Great. I think we'll do one more example in the next video.